Welcome to the Old Miner's Meanderings, a podcast about cooking, outdoor cooking. We'll talk about various forms of grilling, barbecue, smoking, and give some tips on fine indoor cooking as well. You can find the text version of these podcasts at minersmix.wordpress.com. These casts are brought to you by the folks at Miners Mix, makers of fine gourmet barbecue rubs and seasonings. If it didn't exist in 1850, it ain't in there. Feel free to visit us at minersmix.com or on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or Tumblr. You can find this podcast on the Miners Mix YouTube channel at anchor.fm/minersmix or on most podcast providers. You can find our products on Amazon or on our website. Now gather around to hear A Lamb's Gotta Do What a Lamb's Gotta Do. One note before we start our story. Most of these podcasts are verbal versions of the stories that appear on our blog. We do this to make the Old Miner's Meanderings more available. Having said that, the original written forms usually have some pretty mouth-watering photos that accompany them. You might want to visit the blog, if only just to see the photos. Now, on with the yarn. One of the best things about being a rub and spice company is that we get to cook and eat a lot. Recently, we had the pleasure of dining at the old miner's place and watching him do his magic with the big green egg sitting on his spacious deck. Now, most of us at Miners Mix cook, and some of us are pretty darn good at it. He's better. He's a master, all right, but when we ask him how he does it, he just grumbles, "I cooked it." So we watched and asked questions, most of which he either shrugged at or grumbled something unintelligible. On this memorable evening, lamb was on the menu. Now we'd like to show you pictures, but we ate it so fast there were none. There are pictures on the written version of this piece out on minersmix.wordpress.com, but these are from a previous cook. Although, if you follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, or Tumblr, and you should, just go back to our October 10 posts and see the real deal on the film clip there. Lamb done on a grill or a big green egg with Miners Mix XXX garlic is just hard to beat. In this case, the lamb rack was well rubbed and rested with XXX, slipped onto the big green egg at about 350 to 400 degrees, and grilled with a little smoke. It was slipped off the grill when the internal temperature was around 140 degrees for a perfect medium rare piece of lamb. We should also note that we're pretty sure we heard the master grumble that sometimes he uses our prime rib and roast rub instead of XXX. In any case, grill lamb with Miners Mix. We can promise you you'll be glad you did. Thanks for joining us today.